Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Wendy Chen. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in today's headlines, we get an update on how DaAi Technology is promoting its green products around the island. 3 years after Typhoon Morakot, Taiwan's provincial highways number 20 and 21 are still under reconstruction, making life difficult for local residents. And in our feature report on the island's fading industries, we learn about the traditional bamboo hat or douli. First up in today's program, we join DaAi Technology as they are awarded in the 2012 Taiwan Excellence Awards for its polo shirts made from plastic bottles. The company recently also invited 9 Taiwanese designers to help launch over 16 newly designed clothes and bags, which will be showcased in this year's Taipei IN Style exhibition from October 16th to 18th. And to further promote eco-friendly products to the public, DaAi Technology opened 2 more stores in Kaohsiung.
The DaAi Technology Store in Kaohsiung's National Science and Technology Museum is an inspiring place. The museum is devoted to promoting the idea of environmental protection. Therefore, they are happy to see the establishment of the DaAi Technology Store.
We hope to work hand in hand with DaAi Technology on promoting green buildings so that our joint effort can further help our planet.
Lin Jiahui, a stationery vendor, also wanted to do her part for protecting the environment. She provided some space at her stationery store to showcase the eco-friendly products produced by DaAi Technology.
Gradually, people will be more aware of environmental protection and realize that buying these products can save the earth as well as support Tzu Chi's efforts.
To coexist with the earth, we should start in our daily life by using products that are produced with recycled materials so we can reduce the amount of garbage and unnecessary waste we produce. To make the best use of recycled materials, DaAi Technology has worked with 9 local designers to design stylish clothes and bags, which are all made of eco-friendly materials.
We hope to take this opportunity to work with young and promising Taiwanese designers so that they can learn how to use eco-friendly materials in their work.
The pattern of the white long dress symbolizes the mountains and rivers in Chinese culture. As for this piece, it blends the elements of a suit and a Mandarin jacket to show elegance and formality.
We integrate the traditional elements of Chinese culture into our design.
I want people to show their character when they are wearing the clothes I design.
These local designers make the good use of eco-friendly materials to design stylish and quality clothes, and their design ideal is what DaAi Technology is all about.
The selection of these excellent Taiwanese products is a part of the plan to enhance the image of Taiwan.
The 20th Taiwan Excellence Awards, held by Ministry of Economic Affairs, honors this year the most innovative products. Among the winners, most are electronic products. Therefore, it is commendable that DaAi's eco-friendly polo shirts could stand out among the 1,145 products.
DaAi polo shirts are eco-friendly because the yarn and thread are made from recycled PET bottles.
One polo shirt is made from 14 plastic bottles without extra processing or dyeing, so that it saves water. Using the yarn extracted from recycled bottles can reduce the carbon footprint significantly. The selection of the DaAi shirt as a Taiwan Excellence product means that the idea of coexisting with the earth is shared by many.
In this year's Taiwan Excellence Awards, there were over 30 exhibitors. Together, we want to showcase the soft power of Taiwan and our eco-friendly products to the world.
The criteria of Taiwan Excellence Awards includes innovation, design, quality, and marketing, while DaAi shirts symbolize not only excellence, but also love for the earth.
In the United States, the Jingsu Books and Cafe in San Diego, California, is presenting a different side of the bookstore chain. Not only is the decoration of the store different, its emphasis isn't about selling products, but to promote a green lifestyle.
At first, I thought it was just going to be a Jingsu bookstore, and then when I saw the Ecoverse side, I was like, oh, this is cool. This is different from a regular jeans bookstore.
At the Jinsi Books and Cafe in San Diego, California, the window displays recyclables sorted into categories. The electronic billboard is about the melting of the Arctic ice caps, and plaques placed near the merchandise remind customers on how to live a green life.
The trash that California produces is 1/3 of the whole of the United States, so our lifestyle as Californians is very wasteful.
Although most know that using recycled items is a good idea, but items that actually meet the recycling standard are few and far in between. So Jinsi Books and Cafe picked out a few items that fit the bill to educate consumers on what really is recycling.
The most difficult part is how to reclaim the recyclables, but they did it. It's a complete cycle. The recycled materials they start with are number 5 plastics. After they have collected them from the recycling bins, they're made into products at a zero waste emissions factory. After the consumer has gotten all the use out of the items, they can recycle it again at the large chain supermarkets like Whole Foods, and the process restarts.
Full recycling is a never-ending circle where you use no new raw material and nothing is dumped in the landfill. What most people think of when recycling is probably downcycle. It is the breaking down of products. Although products may be made from new or old recycled materials, it is often used once and then lands in a landfill. This is how most products on the shelves are advertised as recyclable.
I got the coffee mug because I live in the building. I thought it would be great to come down and get a cup of coffee to go to work.
According to the National Coffee Association of the United States, 3 in every 5 people is a coffee drinker. Located near the Jinsi Books and Cafe are many other coffee providers. But what makes the bookstore's coffee different are the guarantees of the Rainforest Alliance and Organic Fairtrade certified coffee beans.
Basically better for the environment, it's basically better for the end user. A lot of that can get, whether it's pesticides, what have you, people that are eco-conscious, health-conscious, that kind of a thing, that are searching for the organic coffee.
I enjoy it, it's really good.
The things for sale at the store is not for making money, but to promote a positive message.
As a vegetarian, I wanted to try the vegetarian rice.
Do you know the story behind this rice?
I do. I heard that it's a way that in disaster areas that have had a disaster, that they can make good, healthy food, vegetarian, with just water. It doesn't have to be hot.
借着 Books and Cafe
I saw many people interested in our designs and purchasing our coffee and recycled products. This Jinsi Books and Cafe is a good platform to spread Master Zheng Yan's Dharma philosophy to society at large.
There's 1,000 things that can happen from the time it's grown, processed, roasted, shot being pulled.
The organic coffee brewed by the employees at the Jinsi Books and Cafe is not only filled with love and care from the farmers, but also embedded with Tzu Chi's philosophy.
Following Typhoon Morakot in 2009, provincial highways number 20 and 21, the main roads to the mountain villages of Namasha and Taoyuan in South Taiwan, were washed out. Experts estimated that the roads would take 10 years and $3 billion to reopen. Now, 3 years on, construction on the roads continues, which means that villagers still have to make use of an unpaved former goat trail in order to sell their goods, see a doctor, or go to school. The road they use is unstable and dangerous, but villagers have no other options, and it is their only way in and out of town. Here's more.
With even just a little rain, the riverbed becomes a raging stream. The three boroughs, about 400 to 500 households, all need to come this way. Whether it is for work, school, or to see a doctor, they all have to take this road.
The rugged and steep gravel road actually used to be a mountain goat path that goats travel to find feeding pastures. Now, however, it is humans who daily brave its narrow width and steep embankments.
We travel at most once a day. It is too far. When you get to Baolai, it is already afternoon. The road conditions are really bad. You can't carry that much. If you do, your truck will flip. You have to drive real slow.
Residents of Taoyuan's Fuxing Borough sells fruits for a living. Before, whomever got to the market first would have first pick. But with the road like this, the farmers have come to an understanding and each limits their goods to 1 truckload a day. Typhoon Morakot was 3 years ago, yet roads number 20 and 21 are still under construction. Although workers wearing harness for safety are hard at work, after 3 years, they still haven't been able to smooth out all the dangerous obstacles on the road.
The riverbed has grown in height, therefore the floodwaters have traveled to the corner of this slope and have steadily carved away at it, thus causing severe damage.
After the 8/8 floods, the entire topography of the land was altered. Some sections of the road or the riverbed next to it rose by 30 meters. Reopening the road is a feat that is testing even the brightest engineer.
We need to lay out a new corridor. Right now, we are building the road towards the side of the mountain and then planning to build a bridge or tunnel there.
Engineers are working their fastest and using new techniques to overcome the natural barriers they face. However, the main question is not if these roads can reopen, but if the residents of these mountain villages can wait 7 years for its reopening. In Taiwan, officials from the Tofan police station and students from the Jianguo Junior High School paid a visit to Siguang Home for the Disabled in Hsinchu. The day tells the students to value their parents' love and how service is not a sacrifice but a blessing.
These children with cerebral palsy are asked to do some simple movements. However, many find it difficult.
Not every one of those children has problems with mental retardation, so when you are with them, they will be aware of how you treat them. Students join the residents in song as they massage them, and as soon the two groups are happily at play. The Tofan Police Station and Jianguo Junior High School has been coming to the Siguang Home for the Disabled on an annual basis for the past 6 years. They are like that for many reasons. They didn't choose to be like that. They have problems in moving around, but they are actually very smart and would never want to hurt others. Some of the residents here were born into their condition and others due to head injuries. They are like my friends who don't wear helmets when they are driving. There was one here like that. He was in junior high school and was racing on his motorcycle. So I want to thank my father for not giving up on me. Guo Jiawen comes from a single-parent family and used to be a rebel, but today's visit has showed her how lucky she is. I told her that she is very lucky to have a father. My father have already passed away. So I said that for those who still have their father, or both parents, they should do their best to be filial. Thanks to their visit, students learn to be appreciative of the love they have and the ability to give to others in need.
Good habits need to be nurtured at a young age. Taichung Tzu Chi Volunteer held a 2-day fruit and vegetable event and invited elementary and high school students to experience the benefits of vegetarianism.
Before the activity starts, Tzu Chi volunteers set up a market inside the Jingsi Hall to test how much the children know about fruits and vegetables. The test was simple, but it still baffled the children. In the workshop, the students learned how to make their own vegetarian cuisine, like jam sandwiches and healthy rice balls. The children are not complaining about the meatless food. They even say that the dishes are delicious.
I want to become a little vegetarian superhero and help reduce carbon emissions and rescue our Earth.
The volunteers also design a plant dye class and teach the children to use natural dye to make beautiful artwork.
With this, we can show the children that you can use natural-made dyes and you don't need to use the synthetic ones, and thus can avoid polluting the earth with chemicals.
During the two-day event, the students learn about the benefits of vegetarianism and the importance of environmental protection. Now, with the newfound knowledge, they promise to carry on the mission when they return home.
In the early days, bamboo leaf hats, or also known as DaAi in Mandarin, were commonly used among farmers, tea leaf pickers and workers. It not only keeps one away from the heat and rain, but the thin layer of material on top also allows the head to breathe. In today's feature report on Taiwan sunset trades, we go to Taoyuan's Kenzi village to meet Chen Shu-mei, who has some 6 decades of experience in making bamboo hats.
We can use this bamboo here. We will take what we can use back home.
Over 70 years of age, Chen Shu-mei, who has been making bamboo hats for 6 decades, is demonstrating her skills today. With a bamboo and knife in hand, Chen slices the bamboo into thinner strips. She says the most difficult part is to cut open the bamboo.
This is the most difficult part, to slicing the bamboo sticks. If you don't know the steps well, your hands will get injured. I have been doing this for over 50 years now. Now, I don't get cuts from the knives, but from the bamboo.
The strips of bamboo are then sun-baked before being made into bamboo hats, which used to be a favorite for many in the old days.
In the old days, people like the farmers, tea leaf pickers, and brick makers all wore bamboo hats. There were a huge brick factory in Linkou.
In the heydays of the brick kiln industry, there were over 40 factories in Taoyuan and Linkou. However, with the passing of time, both bricks and bamboo hats have slowly faded.
Our children don't want to learn this skill. You see, back then, we'd only sell this for $1.20. It was already a great price then. Now, it's $150. It's very cheap, but it takes us a lot of work. It's hard-earned money. Before, we used to pick these Makino bamboos in Fuxing Township and further into Daxi area. Now, there's none left. There are fewer people chopping bamboos. You can barely find them. This needle is thicker. The needle used for sewing clothes is too thin. We also need thicker thread.
The semi-finished product requires 2 days of work and another 45 minutes before the bamboo leaf hats are done. In the early days, there were over 30 families in Taoyuan's Kenzi village making these traditional hats. Nowadays, there are only 6 bamboo hat masters left. It is only a matter of time before the tradition completely fades away. Yan Huiya from Taichung City suffered arthritis since she was 4. Despite the physical challenge, she has not succumbed to her illness, but has found meaning in life through painting. Now Yan Huiya is going to hold her first ever exhibition to share her story with everyone.
Pushing the wheelchair against the table, Yan Huiya tries to walk by supporting herself against the table with her infirm hands. For Huiya, this moment is one she has been waiting for over 30 years.
The biggest change is that I'm more relaxed, and my body and muscles are more relaxed. I feel very relieved now.
Huiya suffered from rheumatoid arthritis when she was 4. The disease kept her from meeting people, but some 10 years ago she started painting, which helped relieve her pain and open a window in which she saw the meaning of life.
I think everyone has a colorful life in which we must realize our potential and seek every possibility.
These beautiful paintings reflect Huiya's positive state of mind. Some 20 years ago, Huiya was a cared recipient of Tzu Chi, and she received Master Zheng Yan's blessing. At that time, she made a wish to follow Tzu Chi's path of doing good deeds. Now, she shares her story with other people whenever and wherever.
I hope my story can make people know more about themselves and empower them so they can spread love to other people.
Huiya's perseverance keeps her moving forward to overcome difficulties and create a beautiful life.
Also finding meaning to life through art is Tzu Chi volunteer Chen Yuyu, who injured his spine after a car accident 9 years ago and was later diagnosed with last-stage oral cancer. After attending the community seminars held at the local Jingsi Hall, he discovered his interest in drawing. With the encouragement of Tzu Chi volunteers, he's now launching his first drawing exhibition.
The sunflower is his favorite thing to draw.
Sunflowers are Chen Yuyu's favorite object to draw. The paintings Chen draws are full of positive messages. In spite of his sickness, he draws with all his heart.
Right now, he is drawing, and he draws with all his life.
9 years ago, Chen Yuyu was left with a spinal injury following a car accident. To make things worse, he was later diagnosed with last-stage oral cancer. Thinking about the changes in his son, Chen's mother is in tears.
9 years ago, my son was just like all of you. He liked to bike and would ask me to go swimming with him. When he swam, his butterfly stroke was even better than the world champions I see on television.
Accompanying his son to share his artworks, Chen's mother is his biggest motivator to move on. Due to the seriousness of his condition, Chen Yuyu once thought about suicide.
I'm very touched by the love Yuyu's mother gives him. She never gives up on him and encourages him along the way. I'm very touched by the maternal love she gives him.
I'm very thankful that God left me with a little bit of ability.
The paintings by Chen Yuyu are filled with a determination to never give up. Displayed in the hallways of the ASUS Corporation, the paintings continue to touch people's hearts.
In Indonesia, nearly 80% of the population are of Islamic backgrounds. As the Muslim people are currently observing Ramadan, which is their month of fasting, it is difficult for children at a local orphanage to refrain from eating and drinking 12 hours a day. Thus, Tzu Chings in Singkawang are bringing relief items to help the children. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.